Hi, Mohammed. Can you hear me?
Sasha, you remember me?
I do remember you. Long time no see, though. I haven't seen you in 4 months,
No,
three
two
months,
months. 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah. I went to my village
Hmm.
and I spent 40 days
Oh, wow. Okay. So you
with
came back
family.
now?
Yes, I came back. I
Nice.
joined Cambly once again.
Okay. How was it? Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm happy to hear that. What did you do while you were there? Tell me all about it.
I just spent the time with my family and friends. You know,
Hmm.
Nothing is special, and I felt something good being in the family members. Talking and sharing experiences and learning from them. That's good experience.
Hmm.
Yes.
That's cool. So when will you be going back again? Not for a longer
After
time
six
now?
months,
Hmm. And why did you go for such a long time for 40 days? Was this like an annual vacation or?
Actually, I have purchased a land. I wanted to get my name changed, you know.
Hmm.
So it took time because if you change your name from other landlord to yourself, register in
Hmm.
the government websites, they verify all the information, all the details, and that's why it took so long.
Oh, okay. That takes
Yes.
40 days to be finished.
Almost it takes 2 months, but since I called them earlier, I gave them all the documents. So I went there, I verified. They came to the land, they verified all those, and that's how they verify this.
Okay, what kind of land did you buy? Do you plan on building like a house there or what? How big is it?
It's a residential place where you can
Hmm.
build the or construct your own home. So I just invested that money, and I'm a kind of investor. I already invested money in the cryptocurrencies. Almost $160,000. I
Hmm. Hmm.
invested,
Hmm.
and now the since the Ukraine and Russia,
Russia.
yes, war broke out, my portfolio came down by 80%. That means I lost lots of money in cryptocurrencies,
Shit.
and second, Indian government applied the taxes for the
Hmm.
30% for the cryptocurrencies, which earlier it was nothing. So the buyers and the sellers on the exchanges, decrease, and that's why the prices of all the bitcoins and ethereums and XRPs and all these coins, the prices got down by 80% or 90% sometimes.
Hmm.
So I thought I have a money, so I should just buy the kind of a land because that's a
Hmm.
safe investments. Yes.
Okay, so do you plan on building something for yourself there, or are you just going to keep it until the prices go up and then sell it for a more expensive price?
Yeah, maybe I will just keep it for 10 years and let's see if the price goes up, then I would decide to sell. Otherwise, I have no intention to sell it. I
Hmm.
have a intention to keep it, but if I see the prices rises, then I can just sell it in double prices.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay, and if you don't sell it, what do you plan on doing there?
If I don't sell it, so my children will build, you know,
Mhm.
after 10 or 15 years, let's see, even I can sell and invest those monies in their education.
Mhm, mhm.
Yes.
That's very smart, yeah. So
Yeah.
how fast in India, how fast does the real estate move around? Like when you buy something or when other people buy something, how long does it take for the price over the years to go significantly up or down?
Yeah, it take every year the price goes up.
Mhm,
But if you find these significant, changes with the prices, it goes up after 5 years or 10 years. That your price may be double of your actual price which you invested. Let's suppose I invested $100,000. After 5 or 10 years, maybe I can get 70,000, $80,000 more on the price which I invested.
Okay, wow, that is a big difference. Okay,
Yes.
what about like hypothetically, if you build a house on this property and later sell it with the house, does that improve the price or lower the
Yes,
price?
that's gonna improve a lot.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, here it depends because, like, here, if you having a house is going to
Mhm.
raise the price a bit, but also sometimes it's better to just sell the land because I think it's easier to sell a land than to sell it with a house because people prefer building their own house the way that they like it, you know? If you sell a property that already has a house, you really limit them. So they have to buy the house as is. And a lot of people prefer to like be their own designers and architects, you know? So if they are buying a land, if they get to the point of being rich enough to buy their own land, then they're probably rich enough to also have their own architect, you know? So why would they buy your land where they already have a house when they can buy an empty slot and build something of their own, you know, from zero?
Yes, you're right.
So that kind of depends here, you know, like I guess it depends from where to where you go.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so what are your plans for the coming weeks? Do you have anything interesting in mind?
Yeah, I have to be busy in my business since it was a long gap, and I'm just making customers. But since this is a Christmas time, so the business is down for now, and I have no plans for 1 week. But after next year, I will have lots of plans which I have to execute. Yes.
Okay, for example.
For examples, I have to start a new business. I'm just planning to start a new business along with the digital marketing, and for that I'm just planning. Let's see after 1 month what I come up with. I'm trying to, I have a mind, something in my mind I don't want to share because that's a confidential, which I want to execute that business as soon as
Hmm.
possible. And this is online business, and if it runs, that's going to be good for me. Let's see.
Okay, what is the process of like starting your own business there? I mean, is it difficult? Do you need tons of documents? Do you have to register it? How does it go?
Yeah, once you start a business, you have to get yourself registered, and you need to buy a domain online and hosting, and then you need to apply for the bank
Hmm.
accounts in
Hmm.
India. Once you have a bank account, once you have a website is live, then you can apply for the payment gateway system, which they accept payments on your behalf. Okay, either it's a domestic or international. For the international, there are lots of documents which you need to give, like your income tax or certificate from the Indian government. Second, you need to give all kind of histories of the transactions of your previous business, and they can ask many kind of documents like your passports and the Indian driver license and Indian kind of a document which is relates to social security number, because each one is given a different unique numbers. They can
Okay.
ask for those. Yes, these are the documents, and your 6 months of bank statement, your cancelled check, and once you give them, they can give you the payment gateway. If you get any kind of disputes or any chargeback, they're gonna
Hmm.
cancel your payment system, and you'll be good for nothing.
Okay, and there is no option to like start a business. How can I say it? Unofficially, and then if the business goes well, to register it after that.
You can do it, but you may have several issues, like you won't have a payment gateways first
Hmm.
if you go for the online business, or otherwise for the traditional business, there's you don't need to have all these documents ready for applying. You can open any small shops, but since I'm from the online business background, so I know about online more than the traditional businesses. Nowadays people are buying and they're shifting online in order to purchase something. Okay, so the online, if you see the statistics of online growth, that's a 200% every year it's growing, either e-commerce business or any online businesses.
Hmm. Hmm.
So as by your question, like you can start with nothing, and once you see your business is growing, then you can register yourself. That's also good. You have to be a freelancers. Let's
Hmm.
suppose you have to register yourself on Upwork. There's a website Upwork.
Yes, I
There's
know.
a Fiverr, and there are many freelance websites. You can register yourself, and as soon as you get the clients or customers, you can build your own websites and you can start target them. And by doing this, you can grow your business.
Do you guys in India have some? laws for freelancers and like taxes and stuff like that if you work as a freelancer? Do you have the same benefits and the same working conditions as anybody who is employed in a legit company officially?
See, if you're working as a freelance, you can hardly make $1,000 to $1,500, depends on in which stream you are. And
Hmm.
if you get lots of money, let's suppose in every year you're just making 50,000 or $70,000, then you're eligible to pay the taxes. But initially, you are not charged any kind of taxes by the government. If if you have a little bit amount you're getting from the Fiverr or all those online platforms, okay. But as soon as your money flows into your bank account, and you need to file the income tax report, you need to report to the Indian government that you are getting remittances.
Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm.
And one of the the popular payment method is PayPal and the Stripe. These two payments methods we Indian accept more. I have also multiple, if you talk about me and my business, I have my own bank account in US. I accept mostly checks from the customers, and I've also international payment system. But sometimes the charges gets declined because of the customer's card are not enabled for the international transactions. So they may have to call their bank and authorize the payment and approve the transaction, and that's how the payment can go through. But simple, I accept the checks and wire transfer.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes.
Okay, here we have a big problem with that, for example, because here as a freelancer, you can actually, I mean, you cannot make a lot of money, but you can make a lot of money for our standards. So you can make like 1,000, 1,500, $2,000, which in Serbia is a huge amount of money because the average pay is $400. So if you make $1,000, you're practically making almost three times as much as anybody with a regular paycheck makes here. So that's why here it's like a big deal. But the problem here is that we, for like, I don't know, almost 10 years, we had absolutely no tax law for freelancers. And the government has decided after 7 years or 8 years that they want to implement a new law and start making us pay tax. And that would not be the problem. But the problem is that they have decided to punish us for the previous 7 years that there has been no tax law and to charge us for
Okay.
the previous 7 years. And they want to charge 60%.
Oh my goodness, that's too
So
much.
yeah, so then last year and this year we had demonstrations, of course, because most people would end up in jail because nobody has that kind of money, nor does it make sense for us to pay 60% to the government for tax for what. And the worst thing is you pay taxes, but you don't have health care, you don't have a pension fund, you don't have any kind of benefits, and you give them 60%. So now they have a new law. They changed it a little bit and they lowered it to like I think they said like 20% for the past 5 years, and for the future payments that we get, we need to pay like 30 or 40%. So here it's a very big issue with freelancers, and we really have a problem with it.
So let's suppose you work on the Cambly.
Hmm.
So once you get the payment, so you have to pay to the government of
Hmm.
your the paychecks whatever you would be getting,
Hmm.
or like there's no taxes on Cambly payments once you receive.
There are, because Cambly gives you money through PayPal.
Mhm.
PayPal is a
Yes,
foreign
company.
payout that
Yeah.
you get on your bank account. So it says literally PayPal. So you are considered, if you're getting paid through PayPal, even if you say, because they cannot see who is paying you, but even if you say I got it as a gift, you still have to pay a tax for a gift. So
Okay,
it's the
Sasha, we
same.
are running out of time.
Yeah.
I don't know
We'll
how
see about it
it
next
went.
time. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
It was nice
Okay.
to see you again,
How was
sweetie. Good luck
my
with all of your
speaking?
plans. Perfect. You have made absolutely no mistakes, no grammar mistakes. You're very fluent. Keep up the good work. You're making a
Merry
great
Christmas. I wish you Merry Christmas to you and enjoy
You
your
love it.
time and
See
enjoy
you
your
next
weekend.
time.
Bye.
You too.